Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is walk away from the craziness. I was going to talk about ignoring the craziness, but it really is difficult to just ignore craziness when it's happening around you. I think you want to just walk away from it, get away, not deal with it, because dealing with crazy situations is undealable. I was just listening to there's some kind of a commercial about something dealing with a person with a borderline personality disorder, and then the idea was, well, you'll use their services to help you cope with dealing with this person with this disorder. And I'm like, well, that really is no good option, because that's like assuming that you're a professional in dealing with this serious issue. You're better off walking away from a crazy person and not dealing with them. And the problem, of course, is there's a lot more crazy people out there than you think, and some are very, very difficult to deal with, and some are just mildly difficult, and some might be just eccentric, and some might just flare up into crazy once in a while, and some are just crazy in a very mild way that doesn't bother you. But I would say that if people are treating you in a way that you can't, and you've asked them to stop, that would put them into the crazy category, and you want to not deal with them, walk away from them, get them out of your life. Don't find ways to cope, leave. So on my website, ahappierman.com, I have a book there advertised. You should be able to see it. Leave your wife and become a happier man with a 3-step system. And in that book, I talk about how my wife was treating me and what steps I took to get myself, screw up enough courage to leave some of the preparations. A lot of the mind work with the 3 steps are, of course, get your mind right, take action, and the 3rd step is rest, heal, recharge, and grow. So the main thing is getting your mind right to make a massive change like that, drastic, right? Well, my choice in this crazy situation was to walk away from it, because I had tried all that things that they said to try, right? Love her more, be more understanding, do what she says, go to therapy, pray, look to God, hope for the best, wait it out, have patience, make mama happy, and you'll be happy. Well, all of that stupid advice just served to make my life that was already bad even worse. Even frickin' worse. The waiting and being patient when you're in a bad situation is a direct path to a toilet life of pure misery for you. Walk away from the craziness. Now, years later, after I left, after I started putting my life back together, more information came to light about her that was even of a more serious nature. But I still made the right move in walking away. It's not up to me to deal, or you to try to deal with crazy situations if you're not equipped to handle them. Right? If the situation is such that you can't handle it with the capacity that you have at the moment, it's crazy. for you to think that you can. It's crazy to think so, because the situation is too much for you. You deserve to have a good life at the capacity that you have now, not after you've been to medical school and had 10 years of psychotherapy and a therapist. Not that you pay a therapist, $200 an hour to sit with you and your wife 3 or 4 times a week, right? You need your life to be good every day, every week, every month, every year, every moment should be good. And if it isn't, that means something's wrong, and you've got to make a drastic change. You should get my book. If this sounds a little bit like your wife, you should at least click on the Leave Your Wife heading there to kind of read about what this book is about. It might, if you're in a bad marriage, the book will save your life. If you're in a partially bad marriage, the book will save your life, truthfully, like it saved mine. The ideas within it saved me. So anyway, let's just go take a step back from your personal. We're in this coronavirus. This is May 2020 as I'm talking, and there's been this enormous amount of craziness surrounding this, right? And it's looking better, like things are improving, right? People, the things that they asked us to do, we've done. Things have improved drastically, and they're getting better. And most of us who aren't crazy are saying, hey, let's start moving back to get to normal. Like, for example, my life before this hit was very, very good. I had no reason to make any drastic changes because I'd already made all my changes, and I was enjoying the fruits of my changes and looking forward to even more enjoyment. Well, the coronavirus hit, and all my plans went out the window, and I've had to take a pause. Now, I don't mind taking a pause, right? People have done it, but the time, probably the time for the pause is over. Got to start moving it back. So, yeah, I'm not going to be one of these. To me, it sounds crazy to think that there's going to be like massive, drastic changes necessary. Well, I don't think so. I think we'll kind of slip back to how we like to do things. And I'm just saying, if you personally had a poor situation, yes, you might want to make drastic changes, like I did. Moving, getting better jobs, leaving my wife, doing all that, changing how I think so I can do all those things. Those are drastic changes on a personal level. But we don't. It's crazy to me to think that drastic changes should be imposed on us from somebody else. I'm enough of a free-thinking, freedom-oriented person to think, I'll try to make the best decision I can for myself, and I'm certainly will try not to hurt anybody. But I'd be expecting that other people would be kind of looking out for their own interest also. It might not be up to me to save the world. The only thing I can save is your life by you buying that book. But anyway, the Leave Your Wife book, if you have a bad marriage, and to start to change your mind by just kind of reading the articles on my website and watching these videos. But so let's say when I hear the words new normal, that to me is like crazy talk. Like, I was very happy with how things were. If there's a few minor adjustments that need to be made in the way I live, I will do them. But I'm not going to go overboard with that. I'm going to enjoy my life the way I enjoy it, right? So regarding that high level, to me, that's crazy, and you would kind of, I myself am going to reject and walk away from that crazy talk. All for now.